So, I don't know why it has to be oriented this way, but it's back during lockdowns. Periodically, I would do a live stream of some kind. Usually it was because I was feeling something that I felt like I had to get off my chest. I couldn't really just write about because it's gonna sound strange, but for me, listen, I'm gonna have a cigarette because sometimes you just have to. Because for me, there's something about writing that makes something real. So, I don't know. So I figured I'd repeat as Maxine, sit here and just try to talk out some of the feelings that I've got because and who knows, I can always make this video private. There are some things that at least for me, it feels better to get it off my chest. Imagining that somebody's listening than knowing somebody's listening, because you can always turn this off. I don't like being I don't like feeling like I don't really know how I feel. Putting that onto somebody else, anybody. And well, you know, all things considered, it's not exactly like I would go to a therapist these days. A talk therapist. Because goodness knows the odds are you're not exactly going to be in good hands that way. And really, what's the difference? I mean, everything was in Zoom for so long, so. I'm racking my brain to find a way to talk about how I'm feeling also in a way that could be helpful to other people, and I don't really see a way to do that. So I'm just going to talk about how I feel. I don't know how to explain the grief that I'm feeling. I knew it would be hard to leave New York. I know I should just be really thankful that I was able to leave New York. And for a little while, that was the primary feeling. I'm just so angry that I had to leave. I'm so angry. It feels like we've learned nothing as a human species in 100 years. Nothing. Nothing about why business of getting between the business of families and love and life and livelihood. Things people are passionate about for the so-called greater good. It's just fucking evil. And then you can't argue yourself out of that rationale. And like, anyone who tries to is just a fucking jerk. I feel like I had 44 years of being close enough to people who loved me. Good parents who loved me. Gave me all the things that they never had. And now I'm just really sad because I feel that absence. I had so many years being in a city, in a place where I could walk into the most magnificent building and see the most magnificent art and have a chance to just bump into some of the most magnificent people, and then having it gone. And I know how so many people look at New York now, and I don't blame them, but all the solutions to everything that's been going on feel really small. And in the big picture, the things that matter to me the most seem really far away. No closer than they were 6 months ago. And it's going to be 6 months in a few days since I first came here to visit. The simple fact that, like, even the way that that actually unfolded was surprising and hurt a lot. When I moved here, I thought that I had something that I didn't. It's very hard to move somewhere where you don't know anybody. I know a lot of people have done it and they've done it well, but it's not easy. I don't recommend it. Guess that's some advice. Don't. Make sure you got, if you can. I guess that's what it really comes down to, is that I didn't want to, but I had to. And I'm lonely, and maybe it's holiday blues, maybe it's 2-year anniversary blues. I don't know what it is, but I'm so sad. And I've been fighting off that sadness now for a while. I don't want to give the bastards more of my time. I've already took too much of it. And now it feels like I'm almost like fighting my own. I'm just a person, you know, I'm just a human being that went through 2 years of hell, lockdowns, the loneliness that came with that, the touch starvation that came with that, the terror that came with what happened in New York, all of it. Ran from it. Trying to build a new life for myself. And I'm tired. I'm really tired. There are some things that happen, I think, that, that don't make for great books or even entertainment, I suppose. It's the real cost of what these people are doing. I feel soul sick, you know. I feel keep thinking to how much we had and how lucky and how much we accomplished and how so swiftly it was taken away and how so many people don't seem to care about that and they are still on it. And I'm scared. And it never occurred to me. Never occurred to me that, and I guess I know this now, that there's a certain kind of place that they can put you in, figuratively speaking. There's nowhere to go. And it's unexplainable and unrelatable and really lonely, and I'm scared. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to try again to come up with some brilliant, to me, idea of something to occupy my time with, to feel like I'm actually doing something. Or focus on all the things that have been done and try to feel gratitude for it. But underneath all of it, all the time, is this grief that's just unrelenting. And anger. And again, it reminds me so much in a weird way of how I felt in lockdown, because I have no real place to put it. No one else to help me carry it. And I don't know. You know, it's funny to see all these, they almost feel like figments of our imagination, really. People talking about, I mean, why would I be concerned about masking if I'm in Florida, right? I would dare say that my concerns about masking probably make a lot more sense than people's concerns about the Ukraine. Anyway, that's it. I guess I'm sad, lonely, scared. I'm worried that some of the decisions we're making are gonna backfire really hard. And it's funny. We had some principles, we had some principles that as Americans we counted on. If you understood them, you counted on them. It's like they felt like a bedrock. Maybe that's what I'm really mourning more than anything. Maybe. And someone might say how stupid it is to mourn principles, but is it really? I'm scared. Anyway. Maxine's not scared. Right? That's good. My hair's a little scary. Anyway, I'm gonna go snuggle my dog.